Materialism will be the topic of conversation today here in Themanyshades of Gay on this fine and fabulous Wednesday. The reason I bring this up is because I've really noticed a lot of, especially gay men, are so materialistic that it's kind of a turnoff and sickening. They're so obsessed with, what clothes somebody wears, what labels they are, what drinks they drink, and it's all about branding essentially. It's like they're loyalists to an enterprise that the only thing they really care about is their profit and maximization. And so blindly they just think that if they have this item, they drink this item, or they possess this item, that somehow they are more superior than any other individual in the room or within society. It's somewhat, laughable. And at the same time, it is somewhat just kind of vain and so very childish and just flat out pathetic. Items do not equal a person's wealth and a person's worth. It does not equal the value of the person. That's the way I look at it. Those items, those materials do not buy happiness and do not buy anything. They're pretty much empty. They're a symbol of the fact that you are a consumer of products and goods. It does not mean it, and it does not hold to any version of you being superior. Just saying. The way I look at it is this. In life, those who have everything are not superior, are not better. They're lucky. Because in 2 seconds, the guy with everything can lose everything and become the guy with nothing. And the guy with nothing can have luck turn around and become the guy with everything. Especially in this era of hardship all around, economically and even locally. It should give you more pause to just be appreciative of what you have. But don't think that what you have makes you any better or superior than any other individual. The idea of superiority based on items, based on materialism and consumption is flat out annoyance, and it is a false sense of protection of superiority, because in actuality nobody is superior to anyone else. We are all human, we all breathe, we all bleed. When it comes down to it, we're all just a bunch of animals coexisting together in habitats, cities, suburbs, varying environments. So when one says that, goods equal the value of a person and materialism equals the value of a person, and commodities equal the value of a person, I just shake my head, because that does not equal anything. It does not equal a person's worth, a person's value, a person's existence. It equals a false sense of everything above. It equals nothing. But sadly, in a society driven by mass consumerism and pretty much labelism, it is worth something. But even if society believes it as something of worth, society really in general is not worth anything. So something that is not worth anything cannot be worthy of using the word. It's something to think about. The reason I bring this up really is because as a person who's a minimalist, I am shocked by the fact that the vast majority of people live with the idea that commodities, goods, and consumerism equal a person's wealth, value, and presence in our society. Within the community in general. It is quite shocking. So the next time you believe you're better than somebody else, think about this. Does that person look happy? Does that person look stressed? Does that person look pleased? If the answer is yes, then how can they be less of a person simply because of the fact that they lack materialism? I see it as a blessing to the fact that I hate materialism and mass consumerism. I see it as a very blessed, or not even a blessing. I just see it as kind of maybe a gift, whatever the fuck you want to call it, because I do not lead my life based on fashion or, based on trends. I don't give a damn what people think of me or what people, or whether people like what I wear or where I live or the things I have. And sadly, in this country, a lot of Americans are so obsessed with this type of mentality. This type of mentality of, I have to buy, I have to consume, I have to fit in, I have to blend in, I have to, when you don't. You don't have to do anything which you do not want to do. But the sad thing is, this type of mentality is something that is taught at a young age, and it is pounded in your head all the way up until your adulthood. It's pounded into your head until you're actually in your late teens, and when you become adults, you just carry on this type of mentality. That this notion that consumerism equals wealth of a person and value of a person, when in actuality it does not equal that at all. Just something to think about the next time you go out and you think that just because you have Abercrombie and Fitch in an apartment, you're better than the guy on the side of the freeway holding a sign spanging for food. You're no better than that individual. We are all human. We all bleed. And we all die. The only thing that separates us in our society is labelism. Labels that are placed by society upon society. A society with no actual, worth at all is the one dictating who has and has not worth upon the society itself. And isn't that kind of ironic? Just something to think about, Anyway, I have to get going. Take care. Have a great rest of the week. And we do have 2 open spots available on this channel. So if you're interested in auditioning, please do. So yeah, good luck to everybody who is doing that. Take care. Peace. The hell out. Later.